Stag's Leap was, and continues to be one of the great grand dames of the Napa Valley. It's just extraordinary. I mean, it really was, as they say, as we say, the shot heard round the world.
What the judgment of Paris did was give credibility. It was a trigger event to give validity to the quality of American wines.
My aim was just to show them the wines and wait for their reaction. But then I thought, they've never tasted California wines before. They'll know California is on the west coast of America, somewhere north of Mexico. And they would think of it in terms of southern Spain or southern Italy. It wouldn't get the reaction, even with the best will in the world. I wasn't certain to get the objective reaction I was after. So that made me think of putting in the Bordeaux wines and the Burgundy wines and doing it blind.
Everything was in preparation. And it was at that time that the really, in a lot of ways, the crucial thing happened. Patricia gave me a list of the wines and the tasting order of them. I was the only one in the room who had that.
I announced the results of the whites before we sat down for the reds. That didn't cause too much concern because the next set was going to be Cabernet Sauvignon against the top wines of Bordeaux. They didn't know what the wines I'd put in, but Bordeaux is the great flagship of France. And so I think the tasters viewed that with interest. They said, yeah, that's a surprise, gosh, or mon Dieu. No one expected a wine from California, a Cabernet from California, to beat Mouton Rothschild, Haut-Brion, Le Velasquez, and Montrose. No one in the room, with the possible exception of Odette Kahn, realized what the reaction was going to be, what the long-term effect was going to be.
If a journalist had not been there that day, and it didn't have to be me, it could have been anybody, the story would have been covered up, the French would have denied it. You had to have a journalist there that day for the record.
The Paris tasting honored Stag's Leap Wine Cellars. It was an incredible event, and it impacted everyone because it was acknowledgement and validation that there was something special going on in California.
Really, it's hard to imagine that one tasting could change international opinion so dramatically.
I did not have any idea that it was going to be such a seminal moment in American history.